A huge country by European standards, Sweden is a wild, friendly, and wonderful place with a population density of only 57 people per square mile. Smack dab in the middle of Sweden, you'll find the beautiful region of Jämtland. Often referred to as the lungs of Europe, Jämtland is the southern gate to the Sami country, where the people have been herding reindeer for centuries. It's also an outdoor lover's paradise, with mountains, rich forests, and endless foraging opportunities, and more muskox, reindeer, Arctic fox, and wolverine than people. Endless summer days, vast wilderness, and unrivaled wildcrafting. This week on Epic Trails, we're visiting Jämtland, Sweden. I'm Eric Hansen. When I see a trail, I see more than a path from point A to point B. A good trail is the ultimate opportunity to explore, to discover new landscapes, and to challenge myself. When I don't have a pack on my back, I'm thinking about my next big adventure, because my mission is simple. My mission is to discover the world's most epic trails. Jämtland, Sweden is one of the outdoor meccas of Europe. The land is full of natural beauty, and with 24 hours of daylight during the summer months, the forests simply burst with life. While many people think of Sweden as being flat, there are mountains and spectacular waterfalls, as rivers carve their way through the lush countryside to reach the sea. In Jämtland, awe-inspiring landscapes are never far away. With such a huge amount of pristine wilderness to be found in all directions, there are endless opportunities for outdoor adventure. And so, to kick off my trip, I'm meeting up with Karin to get a lay of the land from the top of Araskuten, one of the country's most popular mountains.
So you can see all the downhill routes on that side.
That's for all the mountain biking?
But you're also going to see some that we're going to go over also.
Yeah.
So it's,
That looks like a blast.
Karin explains that where we see a wonderful wilderness playground for the Sami people, this has been a place of work and home for generations. And so, as we explore the area, we need to show respect for the land, avoid interfering with the wildlife, and leave no trace of our passing.
It's so nice.
So now we are at the 63rd latitude, so it's rather high up in the world, and this is Jämtland Härjedalen, a region that in Sweden is in the middle of the country. So this is a place where we have beautiful seasons and a lot to offer to guests that would like to come here. All of us that lives here, we are of course very proud of where we live, and it's a place where we love our nature, we love our people, and we love our culture. And we have a beautiful area to hike, and also of course a lot of other activities like foraging, biking, whatever you would like to see.
So what's the story with this, the red hut?
Oh, that's a waffle place. Yeah.
That's the Waffle House.
So that's where we go when we're going to get the best waffles.
Sadly, there's no time for waffles, because Karin and I are setting off on a backpacking adventure. And joining us, we've got Martin, a local guide and chef. We're heading deep into the wilderness and into the hills to a well-known backcountry lodge.
Today we're heading to Lunderstugan.
Lunderstugan?
Yes, we're going through the forest and up to the mountains.
Ah, sounds awesome. Beautiful day, ready to get after it.
Even though this is only my first full day in Sweden, I can already say that Swedes are some of the most kind and welcoming people on the planet. Which is why I'm not surprised that one of the most important Swedish customs revolves around making time for friends.
Yeah, I think we're getting ready for some lunch. Or what do you think?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I keep hearing about this fika.
Yeah. Oh, you're not gonna miss it. Yes.
Oh, I can't.
Eat, right?
Is it time?
Yeah.
It's time for fika?
Yeah.
My first
Let's
one.
bring it.
I am so excited. I got to experience this Swedish tradition. Thanks for bringing the fresh coffee.
Yeah.
It's great to get the chocolates.
Do you want some?
Yeah.
Well, it hits the spot when you're on the trail.
Fika is a daily ritual that any true Swede will never miss. It's an important part of their culture, which involves taking a break and enjoying the company of friends and colleagues while sharing a cup of coffee and something to eat.
So we're making our way back to a mountain cabin in the woods tonight. We're hiking through this spectacular mountain countryside, and the fall colors are going crazy, and I'm absolutely loving it. Can't wait to spend the night off in the back country here tonight.
We continue our way up into the mountains, and the forest bursts with color around us. One of the coolest things about Sweden is that they have a significant number of well-maintained backcountry huts for backpackers and skiers to enjoy throughout the year. And so, as a great first day of exploring comes to an end, we relax, refuel, and prepare ourselves for another day of adventure in Jämtland's spectacular backcountry. Epic Trails is brought to you by Adventure Sweden, when life is good. Vask, trail footwear since 1964. Ex Officio, made to adventure. Marmot. Join our online community on Facebook and Instagram, or watch more on the Backpacking TV YouTube channel.
Hello, thank you so much. Oh, this was fantastic. I'd love to return.
It's a special time of year here in Sweden, and not just because of the beautiful fall colors. We are heading north into the land of the Sami people, who are hard at work. The Sami are reindeer herders, and their life is uniquely tied to the hundreds of thousands of reindeer that roam northern Sweden.
I'm super excited about today. I have a really unique opportunity to meet up with Per-Erik, and he is from the Sami people. The Sami are the native people, the indigenous people of the region. And something that's happening right now is they are herding and marking the reindeer calves. So I am really excited about this. It's gonna be cool. I think I'm gonna get a chance to jump in the pen with Per-Erik. And yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So right now you're looking for a calf that doesn't have a mark, like that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to wrestle it and then mark it?
Yeah.
Oh wow, and you say that they can't really feel the marking.
They don't feel pain.
They really?
They can feel it.
Yeah, because the calf was very calm.
Yeah, very calm.
I have a new appreciation for how much the land and all that lives on it means to the Sami people. It's easy to see how a growth in tourism could impact their way of life. As visitors, it's our responsibility to show the land, animals, and Sami people the utmost respect.
This is just a wild experience. I don't know if I've ever seen anything quite like it, but to be in the pen with Per-Erik and all these reindeers, man, this is special.
With the calves marked and the reindeer released back into the wild to fend for themselves through the winter, Karin, Martin, and I head back on the trail. One of the things I'm quickly learning in Sweden is just how central the earth is to life here. Everyone loves being outside, breathing fresh air, and interacting with nature. It's a cool, fresh, crisp, and vibrant landscape.
Cold.
That is so good.
Yeah.
So there's nothing in the water that would contaminate it here?
No, not while it's this cold and flowing.
Yeah.
If there is a lot of reindeer or a lot of other animals and very dry in the summer, it might be.
But you think it's safe?
Yeah. Now.
All right, I'm trusting you.
Yeah, I'm
my
drinking
intestines.
Yeah, I'm drinking all I can here.
We continue on our way to meet the newest members of our hiking team, Ulis and Frost.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm Eric.
Ullis.
Ulis, nice to meet you.
This is Frost.
Frost. Hello, Frost. How friendly is Frost?
He doesn't like being pet by people he doesn't know very much.
Okay.
But he's fine hanging around.
Well, want to join us for fika?
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Not surprisingly, foraging is a way of life in Jämtland, and the chanterelles are a prized possession. With Chef Martin on the job, our midday snack is a pure delicacy. But we're not done there, because Ulla says she has another local treat to share with me.
Are you ready to try a traditional Swedish drink?
I'm a little nervous, but yes, I'm ready.
It's an old famous drink.
Oh, yeah?
Would you like me to try first?
I think that's a good idea.
Oh, yeah.
You still seem to be alive.
Yeah, it's medicine.
What is it?
Could you give it a guess? What do you think it tastes like?
Well, there's definitely alcohol in it. Beyond that,
Want to know the part?
yeah.
It's the anal glands.
What?
Yeah.
Anal glands of beaver.
Yeah.
You can have it back.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
No wonder.
Epic Trails is brought to you by Adventure Sweden, when life is good. Epic Trails is brought to you by Ex Officio, made to adventure. It's easy to see why Jämtland is called the lungs of Europe. The air is clean, and the wilderness is healthy and filled with life. I'm pretty lucky to experience this place with people that love the outdoors as much as I do. Because for me, the only thing better than being outside is getting to share those times with friends. As we set up camp for the night, we're joined by Boo Boo, a local legend who has more than a few stories about the area and is always happy to share them.
Stockholm have done measurement for 30 years right on top of Åreskutan, the mountain. And they have measured the cleanest air in the world many times.
Really?
Yeah, so it's not a coincidence that people started to come here from the cities where they had bad air, you know, in those times, those days they were firing coal everywhere. And so, and they had trouble with the asthma and things. And when they came here, they realized, I feel much better here.
Yeah.
And those are called, in Swedish, luftgäster, air guests. They built the cable car, the small
It's
train.
always fascinating to hear from someone who is so knowledgeable and passionate about their homeland. And what better way to hear those stories than around a campfire deep in the backcountry? As the sun begins to set on our final night in the backcountry, I'm a little worried that Boo Boo will pull out another traditional drink for me to sample. But more so, I'm sad at the thought of our little fellowship disbanding. In just a couple of days, I've made great new friends, discovered a remarkable part of our natural world, and learned a lot about the Swedish way of life.
I'm surprised by the mountains and the fall colors and just like the natural environment.
Back in the town of Åre, it's time to change the pace a little. And so I'm meeting up with professional athletes Jackie and Reina. The two make their living competing in ski competitions all over the world. But in the summer months, they take advantage of the incredible terrain in Jämtland to stay fit and train through mountain biking. Åre is home to some of the best mountain biking trails around. And the trails here range from mellow cross-country to steep, fast, and muddy downhill. I know I'm going to need to bring my A game in order to keep up with this dynamic duo.
So Åre as a destination for mountain biking is world class, I think. I've been around a few places. We have a great bike park, and a pretty dedicated bike club that builds trails out in the woods, and What I think makes it really special is that we have these really long tours where you can go out to like mountain cabins, and so not just a little loop. And the last few years there's also been built much more towards entry level and beginners, easier trails. So it's really cool to see the development over the years. The cross country is developing pretty rapidly right now, and we have a ton of old hiking trails you can use. As a bike destination, it's going to be as good as a winter destination eventually.
That's the moon. Yeah, I mean, down from the road here to Lodalstugan it's 5 minutes on the road. Yeah, let's go down to the road. The hiking trail don't go all the way through.
Åre has what I think is the biggest downhill park in Scandinavia. So we have a lot of Norwegians coming here and a lot of people from down south. So it's pretty great. What we get going for us is of course the high alpine terrain. You can take the tram right up and get almost 1,000 vertical meters riding down. So that's pretty cool.
With a few flowy sections under our belt, I find myself following the pair to some of the harder trails that I know will test my skills. But as they say, no pain, no gain. And I have my sights set on making some real gains today.
No! You okay? Yeah. Slick. Yeah, good job.
What makes Åre special to me, I think it's the people that are here. Everyone is like kind of active outdoors. When you ask someone what they do, you don't expect to hear what they do for a profession. You ask, what are you doing in your spare time, basically. That's kind of a hidden message in that. So it seems like people here prioritize their spare time and their outdoor activities more than anything else. And that's the type of place I want to live in.
Epic Trails is brought to you by Vask, trail footwear since 1964. Join our online community on Facebook and Instagram, or watch more on the Backpacking TV YouTube channel. A little beaten and a little bruised, I'm happy to swap my mountain bike for hiking boots once again. I'm even happier knowing that we're on our way to meet Chef Lena Flatten, who is well known for her wildcraft.
Hi, how's it going? I'm Eric.
Fine, how are you?
Nice
Lena,
to meet
nice
you.
to meet you. Hi. So, you're up for some tea?
Absolutely, wow, this looks
Yeah.
lovely here.
Yeah, it's shaga tea.
You have shaga tea?
Yeah,
What is that?
It's made from the birch.
Like the bark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lumps on the birch.
Yeah. So, cup for you.
Oh, thank you. I just met up with Lena. She's a local chef, and I'm really excited about today. Gonna get to do some fishing here on the lake, and we're gonna go forage. Then we're gonna make some amazing meals based on what we find and what we catch. Yeah, what are we looking for today?
So now we will look for the autumn mushrooms.
Autumn
And it's-
mushrooms.
Yeah, and it's more like canterels now.
Chanterelles.
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome. I'm really excited to see some of those in the wild. Yeah, so I see mushrooms everywhere out here,
Yeah.
but you're being very selective.
Yeah,
You're walking
I'm-
by most of them. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for, first of all, the trees. So when I know we have the birch, this one is the birch mushroom.
That's the birch
Yeah.
mushroom.
It's an old one,
Okay.
but you see also the tree
Yeah.
is here, and then you know that this is perfect.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a little bit broke there but this one is so nice. So
Would be
good,
nice for
good
dinner.
job.
Yeah. Awesome.
So here, look at the trees.
Yeah. What about right here?
Yeah,
Is this a good one?
it's a really good one.
Oh yeah, a really good one.
You see, it's growing, yeah, and it's a big one. And you see why we don't cut it.
Yeah. You can get extra mushroom
you get light.
Yeah.
Having found all the fungi we'll need for our meal, it's time to catch some fish. Now, I wish I could say that I was a highly skilled angler, but the truth of the matter is, I'll be happy hooking into anything, as long as it isn't my own leg.
Should I get in first?
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Just hold the boat.
You hold the boat for me.
Yeah.
Graceful as a swan.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
The good news is that Lena says the lakes in the area hold lots of trout, including some real monsters. And because the lakes receive so little fishing pressure, even I should be able to catch us some dinner.
What does it mean to you, and why is it important to you? Having like the natural connection with your food like this?
Yeah, like this fish now is gonna taste much better because you caught it yourself.
Yeah.
So you will eat it with respect. So this one we're gonna put it in some water and some salt, and we're gonna make a nice stock for the soup.
Yeah.
And the other one we're just gonna grill it directly on the fire.
Get some fillets.
Yes. I do the 2 first, and you do the other 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
The amount of work that you've put into all the rest of it, that'd be fair. I feel like my experiences here in Sweden have been really diverse. Being able to be on the mountains and in the reindeer pens with Per-Erik, and then here just in the countryside having the most fantastic culinary experiences of my life. This has been so cool out here. And if you look around, it doesn't really get much more epic than this.
To say that Sweden and Jämtland has been full of surprises would be a real understatement. The landscape is unlike anything I've seen, and the people are deeply connected with the outdoors. One of the biggest examples of that profound connection has been through food. And so, as I reflect back on my time in Sweden, while sharing one of the best meals of my life, I can't help but be thankful. And not just for this trip, but for the incredible outdoor playgrounds that can be found throughout our amazing world.